My name's Rhapsody, and welcome back to Covenant 25 here in Monster Train, the Wild Mutations free update. I'll be updating the series thumbnail and probably resetting the numbering back down to 1 relatively soon, at which point I'll start doing the custom challenges, the challenges that were included with the Wild update, the Wild Mutation update rather. It's just I haven't had access to an image to actually make the thumbnail with yet. At least in high enough quality. Ooh. Umbra Stygian. We've got 2 Flash Freezes, 5 Frozen Lancers. We could take a Tempered Talisman here. All right, Architect and Monstrous. We do have 2 Perils of Production in the base deck as well, so I am incentivized to go for something like an Emberdrain build. I just don't know how Emberdrain builds work, really. I'm incentivized to go for one, but what are they? Can anyone tell me? You get a lot of value out of having no mana, but a lot of spells that are very, very good. Is my initial assessment of the absolute list. Love it. Take that one down too. Yeah, it's gonna have to be spells against that top liner. There we go, and I guess a train suit in front of you seems like a decent idea. Take 3 damage to a unit getting through. Don't love this. Not having the ability to kill the backliner with anything, as it turns out, really doesn't help. Ow. Really would have needed to draw a Frostbite a little early though. Space Prism pack morsels, Prismal Dust, aka Space Prism. Another Flash Freeze, Titan's Tooth, and Offering. I think if I'm going Emberdrain, Offering is really good for getting past 1-cost cards. Alright, we probably need a number unit at this point as a frontliner. Not really what I wanted, but okay. We'll probably put that in front of the Penumbra. I'm gonna give it some extra health as well to work on. And I will reroll. Large Stone. Alright, we don't have much morsels in the deck, which is the problem here. I really didn't want a frontliner that was going to be super morsel hungry. One that was just kind of morsel hungry would have been nice. But I'm definitely going to have to set up on the top floor constantly here just to try and get enough morsels into the yellowed construct by the time it needs to be used. Let's drop another one there. Double Frozen Lance. Sure. The enemies have 2... I mean, I could use Perils of Production here. Does nothing, but I could do it. Yeah. Alright, pretty simple. And we don't even have the extra spikes here on the top floor. Keep cycling through to try and find useful stuff here. I do have to get you down as soon as possible as well. It's just I worry I'm not going to have enough morsels on that top line in time. Alright. See how it goes. Unfortunately, the enemy has sweep, so there's no real reason to summon either of those. Got him in the end, though. I'm really not finding any support for this Emberdrain build yet. I mean, Titan's Tooth is now easier now that I have the Offering Token. Because all I need to do is give Offering Token a holdover, and then the Titan's Tooth is always available. Titan Sentry seems like it would be really, really, really good as like a... Maybe I go like Penumbra behind Titan Sentry, and then Alloyed Construct on the top floor. I like that. Gives us a frontliner that isn't going to require the Gorge there. We still do want to get more health on the Titan Sentry, though. Less health on Titan Sentry. If I could also make it endless, I would, but I'm probably going to reroll looking for health again. No, I found armor. Honestly, the armor's probably not good enough to actually use there, though. Okay. First time you play a Blight card each turn, restore 5 Pyre health. That actually might be necessary here. We've also got an Offering Token to cycle past a couple of them, so I don't have to play them necessarily. Another Offering Token at this point would be a really good pickup. Or, again, hold over on the Offering Token I already have. Okay. While I don't love taking 20 damage to the top line, I also do need to start getting morsels in there. Lest the top line be wholly useless. Yeah, I need more healing out of this fight, so I'll go for a Vengeful Shard again. Top floor's not looking great right now. That's okay, we'll only end up taking 4 damage total. Overall, pretty good. Okay, Offering Token past that. Tumbra, and then I guess I might as well put a Train Steward in here. Okay. So 5 and 25, 30. Yeah, you can get that down now. No, I think it's just Flash Freeze the back line. Yeah, Frozen Lance or something like that. Thankfully, the Alloyed Construct is not using fuel when it's not attacking. Rather than still losing fuel on that turn, so we should still be okay here. There we are. Great. Next Construct. Furnace Tap. I mean, if we are going, we're going for it. Shadowy to Crucible Collector. Nice, he's Silefied. I think I'm okay. Capacity on each floor? Or draw? Draw so that I can get back to my things like my Furnace Tap and my Perils of Production seems nice. Also gets my combos off more commonly. That is to say, my Holdover and my Offering. Hellvent. I can't just dupe a Furnace Tap randomly, right? Penumbra is going to be in the back line, and as of the Dark Forge, it's going to be pretty good statistically to put Furnace Taps on. Furnace Taps. Furnace Taps, plural. Morsel Master. Do I throw you on the top line next to the Alloyed Construct? No, because your max capacity is 6 with the Space Prism and no reduction of size by base. I think I have enough morsel generation to use the Alloyed Construct a little bit already. So I think I can avoid that. The dupe here, I actually I do think the dupe has to be on the furnace tap. It's just too powerful of a card to really turn that down there. And then this. This was always going to be probably the most contentious one. Double Frozen Lance, I'm thinking, though. Get me back to my more important cards more commonly. Extra capacity, 50-30. And then we go to like 140 after this, if I recall correctly. Non-boss enemy units restore all health when they move up a floor. So all the Absolvers are always going to be dying to the damage from the Titan Sentry. Clipped Guardian. Honestly, the Clipped Guardian dies to the Alloyed Construct consistently as well, so I think I do this. I think our damage is high enough that this is okay. Perfect. Oh, you gotta love a offering token on a Titan's Tooth right there. You absolutely have to. Could have done it on this floor in order to get that. But I still think it was probably right here. Okay. Let's both up there, and then throw the extra damage out. Entombra Assault with the Tempered Talisman, just so that it can kill a 5 health unit by base, is so good. Oh, it's so good. It's just real good. Perfect. Yeah, top floor can easily be taken care of by the Alloy Construct now. Do I start using Perils of Production? No, because I have 2 Furnace Taps in the next hand. Oops. Am I gonna use am I gonna use Thing of Production? No. Instead, I'll have a play that plans on using it and then don't execute it in that way. Ow. Thankfully, we still gave him all the business. Ooh, Mind Jacks! Plus 2 capacity on mid-floor, gotta love it. Gem Trove would actually be like a really, really good thing if I could cast it consistently on the bottom floor, so I'm gonna take that. Mollusk Mage, Guardian Stone, Frenzied Swarm, pass. Okay, minion upgrades. The Titan Sentry still desperately needs more health because I don't have ways of manually healing it. Large Stone's totally fine. We have extra capacity on that bottom floor oftentimes. Concealed Caverns. Let's take the Hersel's Horde first. Gorge abilities trigger an additional time. That's really, really, really good because it means the Alloyed Construct's just never going to run out of fuel. Alright. I was really hoping here that I would get an upgrade for a minion because both of my minions are max on upgrades, so they could even exceed that. It'd be so good. Unit sends with armor 15. So as long as there's enough sycophants attacking, the Titan Sentry will still kill all of them. It has to be, so 16 health if they've got 1 health and 15 armor. So 16 health is 6 instances of a revenge trigger on the Titan Sentry. That's not going to be super common. So unless I have a Titan's Tooth in hand or I use, Frozen Lance to supplement the damage, I'm not going to be able to kill them like that. I don't think I'd take the 150 here. I think I would let through too many of the Clipped Guardians to the top floor with all of their damage still intact. Yeah, let's just drop the one that won't get resummoned. And on the floor that it'll get a collector if there is one. There we go. Unfortunately, the collector went on this floor. This is actually really unfortunate as well. Yeah, I want the 75. I think I'll kill it and just take the damage to the Vengeful Shard and not restore the health. It's a delta of 6 health right there, but I have the ability to change that later on. Okay. First things first. Shade Splitter, Rubble Morsel, Perils Reproduction. Second things second. Gem Trove. Antumbra, Morsel Jeweler. Third thing third. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get to Gorge early enough to actually kill that unit. I could have sworn I played that minion, but nope. Apparently I just shuffled that morsel back into my deck for no reason. Nice work, me. Oof. Don't love this. I mean, we'll be fine on the next floor. It's just I still don't love this. All right. Perfect. Engine upgrade. No, but the thing is, getting an extra energy per turn after I play, like, my first furnace tap, that no longer matters. Yeah, that seems like the fool's game, getting extra energy right now. In fact, I'll actually just pass all those. And these. I'm looking for double stack. Consume removal on Furnace Tap makes it real hard to ever play again, right? It's still fine. So 25. Reroll. Okay, 20 to magic power and consume. Pop that on a Frozen Lance. Reduction of cost on the Gem Trove. I need to reduce cost of the Gem Trove as well. Yeah, I got a lot that I still need to do in magic shops. Spike of the Hellhounds. I mean, there is Shroud Spike. Awoken Rail Spike is also really important. Yeah, that could give us the ability to kind of like play most of our deck at 0 cost, right? Fel and her allies will add Scourges to our deck. And hand. Don't like it. Also did not get the setup here on turn 1 that I really wanted to have. That would have been the Titan Sentry on turn 1 so that I can kill the Absolver and the Quill Marksman. So yeah, unfortunately I'm just going to get to take a whole mess of extra weights and stuff here. Okay, right now. Like, I can pop out Perils of Production and then use the Titan's Tooth to kill the Quill Marksman right now. But I don't have any morsels on the fields. And I don't want to lock myself into Emberdrain this early. Right. See what the Shade Splitters hold already. Just the ability to get extra energy. It's not really going to help us. Hopefully I get another one of the Frostbite attacks there for the top line. Yeah, all these Vengeful Shards being in the same hand at the same time really sucks. Really, really sucks. I want to play out the Awoken Rail Spike for 5. Get both of the Furnace Taps, just play them. drop the one that's going to deal us the most damage. So 14, right? And then you lose 12 at the end of the turn due to the frostbite. So no, yeah, I don't have to do anything to you. Can't really change anything about what's about to happen. I think it's just pop those both out. Save some HP as well. Okay, yeah. Nothing I can do this turn. We're locked into the Emberdrain. Yeah. This is ideal. Exactly what is happening right now is exactly what I want going on. Getting a Perils of Production to pay for the cards that are not 0 cost and making the rest of them 0 cost already just works. Perfect. It's the first time each turn that you play, so there as well. Awesome. We got past spells, so this is already doing okay. Ice and Pyre, Smite of the Stygian, and another Kindle. Yikes. Extra draw again, I guess. Don't really have any minion changes to do at this point, so I guess it's dupe and remove. Removes should just be on the vanilla Frozen Lances. Honestly, I'm feeling more and more like the dupe needs to be, I don't know, maybe another Titan Sentry even. Because we are going to be facing a lot of damage soon. Ideally, we're drawing into things consistently to deal with that, though. Woken. Feast. Feast was in the base deck, right? I didn't choose Feast. Because I don't think I would have. Because none of them are holdover, I actually think we just need another Perils of Production so that I can play my cards. Right. 104, that is now a very good target for multi-strike. They enter with armor 20. That's a problem. Those purifiers in the back line are going to be really annoying with that. Because currently I can kill them with the flash freeze, but after that, I won't be able to anymore. I really want the money, though! Wah. Tell you what, not in love with the fact that every single time we keep getting the Alloyed Construct before our Titan Sentry. Not only am I not in love with that fact, heck, you might even be able to say that I'm not keen on it. Or that I dislike it even. Wow. I never thought of myself as having such strong emotions about it, but it is really, really quite annoying. I didn't note it the first couple times it happened, but now it's kind of like beyond the ability to ignore. Ow. In order to deal with the hundreds that came in, I had to give multi-strike to the Penumbra, but unfortunately, as you can see right now, I'm not drawing Perils of Production at all. Oh, that's a Perils of Production. I think I have to take the 5 to the self-mutilation. Okay, cool. We got the armor down. Also production so that I can play out vengeful shards. Just pass. Yeah, I definitely couldn't have given all of them 20 extra armor. Grovel excavation. Excavation eruption. Like that's ever gonna work for us right now. Ice Storm Drain? Drain is really good if I could have given it holdover and stuff like that, but I don't think I'm going to be able to hit Drain more consistently. Also, I have other targets that need holdover, i.e. Perils of Production. Double stack? Well, double stack is a very good furnace tap. So it'd be double stack and then remove. Start a battle, summon a morsel miner on each floor. That would actually get the... That would get the alloyed construct running. And also, you know, quite well. Very, very early. I like the idea of that, but I honestly think I need to focus on my spells. So we're going to go double stack on the furnace tap and then reroll. Lower the cost of something, then reroll. So 85 less. That might not work. Reroll first. Permafrost. I think I'm going to permafrost the perils. The idea here being, unless I desperately need that one, I don't use it. Okay, we'll also remove 2 basic shade splitters, I think, at this point. Yeah. And plus 20 magic power and consume on Titan's Tooth? Or Flash Freeze? No, Titan's Tooth. Honestly, if I ever get to cast that, I'm probably not going to want to cast it again. I don't know how this fight's going to work out. If I had to put in my guess, I would strongly suspect it's not going to work. But God, I'd love to be wrong. As per always. Too early to use that furnace tap, definitely. I'm gonna take 1 damage to Vengeful and play down the Magma on the top line. Just to prepare for our alloyed construct this turn. There you are. It also gives me a Perils of Production target. Let's have you take the first hit. You take the set. We're gonna chump block with a bunch of these, actually. Actually, let's just chump block entirely. That was too much chump blocking. As I realize now, all of these units got to the top floor without taking damage. Uh-oh. Also, unfortunately, I don't have a unit on the field to give the perils to, so I'm gonna make a unit on the bottom field to do it for. I'm gonna take a lot of damage if I let that happen. I honestly don't think I get a say anymore in whether or not I take that lot of damage. Okay. Let's increase the capacity of the top floor. I'm going to Entumbra Assault to remove one of them. Lay 2 minions down on the top floor, use Perils of Production, and then Awoken Rail Spike 5 cards. Or should I... No, I need to Awoken Rail Spike 5 cards. No, I'll Flash Freeze this first. And Sombra Assault and Gemtro both being made lower cost right there is very good for us. So instead of... Actually, no, we'll use the Gem Trove here, I think. So that goes there, then Gem Trove. And we cycle 2 Morsel Jewels back into the deck. They'll actually be useful later, it's fine. I do need to start getting my... one sec. Here I think I dropped the Vengeful Shard. I do need to start getting my Furnace Taps out. Let's... Shade Split. I'll throw a Rubble Morsel here. Use Perils of Production on it so I can Train Steward here as a block. Train Steward here as well. Throw a Flash Freeze against the backline and hold the Perils of Production. Yeah, don't love that top floor. I think we have to start using the Furnace Tap now. Yeah. As soon as both of them got to the top floor, we were really going to have trouble there. If I gave the Furnace Tap to the top liner, giving it 2 more multi-strike, I think we could have lived through that turn. In fact, we definitely could have. I didn't think we were going to take lethal. I frankly just did not think we were going to be taking lethal that turn. I should have calculated it out, though. I looked at it and I saw, you know, oh, there's 2 enemies that'll die in the first hit, and then 1 enemy that stays around for a couple extra rounds, but it's only 10 damage a round. Unfortunately, 10 damage a round was more than enough. So the Furnace Tap on the top line there would have been a significant amount more damage, would have saved us a hell of a lot of life. It's just whether or not that would have ended up winning the game, because I worry that the fact that on that same turn, my Titan Sentry in the midline died meant that I'd already lost, effectively. So the reason I wanted to give the multi-strike to the Penumbra in particular is because boosting, you know, giving 2 multi-strike to 100 damage is 300 damage. Giving 2 multi-strike to 45 damage is another 100 damage total, right? But it's another 200 damage for the other one. So it's twice as effective to put the multi-strike on the Penumbra. It's just I also wasn't worried at the time, although I definitely should have been, about whether or not the Penumbra was even going to still be alive by the time the Seraph came into the fight. Although the Seraph only really would have needed 2 attack cycles to kill my Alloyed Construct. The fact that I didn't end up with a tank past the Alloyed Construct, not the Alloyed Construct, sorry, past the Titan Sentry, kind of doomed me there. Unless I had access to the other Emberdrain card, the Emberdrain card that gives you damage shield, and unless I also double stacked that, I don't know where I was going to be able to find the health. Actually, no, I know exactly where I would have found the health, and it's the other Emberdrain card that I didn't find. Although I think did I find 1 copy of it early and then I turned it down? So let's have a look at the other Emberdrain cards. Because yes, there was a misplay in the very end there, and we lost. However, I'm pretty sure we already lost when we went into that fight due to not having ways of regaining enough HP to tank enough of the enemy's damage. And I want to try and show the card that would have helped with that. There's 2 of them. The first of which is Void Binding. This is the one I was talking about that gives you damage shield. So double stacking this in particular is extremely effective, getting 4 damage shield for 1 energy. Ooh, and 12 rage as well. Ooh. However, the one in particular that I desperately wanted is Immortal Trade. Apply 3 lifesteal and Emberdrain 2 to a friendly unit. Because if I did have that in the deck, and if I was just consistently playing that on the Allied Construct, nothing would have been able to kill me. And then I could have used the Titan Sentry and the Penumbra just to try and hold off the enemies for such a time that I can set up my top floor with enough Immortal Trade to just constantly build itself back up. However, this would also be anti-synergistic with giving it more multi-strike, so if I gave Furnace Tap and Immortal Trade to the Alloyed Construct would still die relatively early against the Seraph. I needed more health. Just more, not more health necessarily on the units, but more abilities to gain back their health or prevent them from taking damage. Otherwise, the Seraph's 3,000 HP was just going to run over the top of me no matter what I did in that final fight. Well, for the moment, that's baby's first attempt at an Emberdrain build, basically. For the moment, my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game's been Monster Train. There is a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.